Hi, I'm Silke Brown, Director of International Sales at PTZOptics, and we're at my favorite show of the year, ISE. So excited to be here in sunny Barcelona, and we're heating up the show floor with our newest launch, the high visibility Move 4K from PTZOptics. So where did this red camera come from? We've been getting lots of questions about it, and really, it started out as a solution that we created together with one of our partners, Detect It. What they did is they actually automated the supply chain in industrial manufacturing environments, where we would use our cameras, which perform really well in low light scenarios, to zoom in on small little details like screws or other things in the production supply chain to ensure that everything met quality standards. So for an automation solution like that in an industrial environment, they wanted a high visibility camera that could be easily seen in those environments. And thus, the red Move 4K from PTZOptics was born. But really, the story is not so much about having this high visibility camera, but about our approach to solutions. Our partner came to us with a really cool use case. They asked us for something that would take the solution to the next level, and we made it happen. So very exciting story. We're really proud of the partnership, and this has been really well received at the show. Moving along, we've also got a little bit of an education station here, and you'll notice that we just recently won an award, AV Technology Festive Show at ISE with the SimpleTrack 3. So what makes the SimpleTrack 3 so special? What makes this an award-winning solution? Well, one of the things is the ability for easy automation in a classroom environment. Here, you're actually seeing the web interface for the SimpleTrack 3. And because this is our dual lens tracking camera, so you've got a wide angle reference lens, and then you also have this 20x PTZ head that now is following the automation that you can set up so that viewers are seeing exactly what you want them to see. So here in this web interface, you'll see that there's blue boxes, green boxes, red boxes. And so what that does, the green box is the tracking zone. So when a professor is walking back and forth in front of the classroom, they want to be engaging and dynamic so that the students feel like they're right there in person. However, when they go to a whiteboard, the last thing they'll want to see is every little movement, because that might make everyone a little nauseous, right? They want to focus on the content. So you get to a whiteboard or a black screen, you can actually set preset zones. So now the camera will automatically know as soon as the professor enters this blue box area, stop tracking and just show a nice steady pre-shot of the whiteboard, for example. And then you'll notice there's also this little red box up at top. This is a blocking zone. So really, we wanted to ensure that for every scenario in a classroom environment, we've got a solution. So in this case, a lot of classrooms will not want students to be shown on camera for privacy reasons. Now you can create this red blocking zone and ensure that the students never come into the production stream. So one of the reasons we won this award is because of all this fabulous technology. Of course, this is also a PTZOptics SimpleTrack 3, so you get a 5-year warranty, you get access to our award-winning support team, and you get that open API, so you're able to integrate with things like Crestron and QSYS in education settings. Moving along a little bit further, we have something very exciting and something that's been really blowing up for us at PTZOptics, and that's our public sector solutions. This is courtrooms, government applications, training rooms for police officers. And we've been really excited to see in the last year, also in many years prior, but lately, especially with our new single frame shot cameras, the Studio SE and the Studio 4K, government applications have been really gravitating towards this because it provides them with reliable, high quality, long-lasting warranty and affordable solution that they can use in courtrooms. You'll see a close-up shot here of the Studio 4K. It's got quick touch buttons on the side so you can adjust the settings without even having to go into the interface. You've got a you've got a beamforming microphone right here in the front, as well as a time of flight sensor, making this a great solution for conferencing. There's also a tally light. And then here on the back, just like all of our PTZ solutions, you've got versatile outputs. So in the court spaces, very excited to see this take off, as well as some of our other affordable solutions like the Move SE, which is our most popular 1080p PTZ camera. Now we're coming over to live streaming. So PTZOptics has always been a leader in the broadcast space, and we're now taking this to the next level with a new device that's going to be coming later this year, the Power Link. So here you're seeing a little demo station of a complete solution. You've got your Power Link, which essentially uses your network and it turns any PoE or PoE plus camera into a wireless camera. And here at PTZOptics, we've been getting so many requests for a wireless camera. But instead of just making one wireless camera, we took our existing product line, which is fantastic, and we turned them all into wireless cameras through the use of this handy accessory. You'll see here, we've also added a battery pack, so you can add any V-mount battery to your power link. This one provides about 3 to 6 hours of battery life, or you can get one that can provide over 10 hours of battery life. So the power is in your hands, and this allows you to solve problems like stone buildings where it's hard to run cabling, or sporting environments where the network's cable might be pretty far away. You can now have a lot of flexibility in your production. And then over here, we're showcasing our new web interface for our 4K cameras. So up there, you're seeing our Move 4K. We've also got our Dante Aviation powered solution with our Link 4K. Both of these are able to use this brand new web interface, which unlocks so many wonderful features. We like to call them quality of life solutions because they just make the web interface so more intuitive and easy to use. So I'm going to show you that quickly. Oh, I was already there. Here we go. I'll give you a quick overview of what you can do using this new web interface. One is you can now move your camera simply by dragging it around. So you really get a really nice virtual joystick experience here rather than having to manually move these buttons as we have in the past. You've also got a nice framing mode, so you can select the screen, choose where you want the camera to frame, and it will go immediately there. Other things that we've added, one of my favorites is the preset buttons, because in my home studio, I will sometimes forget what my preset 7 and preset 8 and preset 9 was. Now you can get a little preview of exactly what the preset looks like, and you can also name it. In addition, we have a lot of customers that have live events, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening. And we've created these special banks for them so they can store their presets under a bank, such as morning or evening, now have everything that they need with the correct settings at the touch of a finger with these handy buttons here. And we've also relocated our automation features so they're right here on the screen as well, making it very easy to adjust auto tracking settings or switch to framing or add customization. And then when you're done, you can turn these on and off simply with a toggle. I'm also going to go simply with a toggle. I'm going to do that one. You can also go into color view. And here we've added some really nice color correction tools. So you've got your RGB parade, waveform, vector scope, and also a before and after setting snapshot. And what that is, it gives you lots of versatility with color correction. We have so many users that have their own preferred way of color correcting, and we wanted to provide a handy tool that allows you to color correct your way. So here we go with the wonderful new web interface. The power is in your hands. We've also added a new studio view. And what this does is it takes a quick snapshot. I'm going to hit create view. It takes a quick snapshot of your view. And then when you hit this person icon, it uses the same facial recognition technology that's in our auto tracking, and it identifies all of the people on the shot. This is a really nice tool if you have a conference or a panel, because now it'll create little presets based off of where a person is located without you having to do it manually. And you can just hit that number and go exactly to the person that you'd like to focus on. So there you have it. You've had a little bit of a quick tour. Very excited because we focused so much more on solutions this year. And that's what PTZOptics is about. And over here, you're also quickly seeing some of our voice tracking partners. Audio Technica is here at our booth. And here, right in the PTZOptics horizon, you can go right into voice tracking. And this is where you can configure a new feature that we're also launching here at ISE, which is the ability to voice track. So the way this works, and I'm going to go right into the configuration section here, is you select one of our integrated partners. Here you have a nice list: Audio Technica, Noreva, Sennheiser is located here at ours, showcased here at our booth as well. Shure, MX-A920, Televic, and Yamaha. So once you have one of these integrated microphones, the way it works is the microphone sends positional data to our PTZ camera, Move 4K or the Link 4K, and then the camera pans to the active speaker in the room. Very easy to set up. Just need the microphone's IP address, port. You start the microphone, And then you can also add a switching element if you'd like. So you'll see that we have a few integrated switchers as well. We also have InnoGenie Cam 230 in our demo here at the booth. But in this case, we'll just use vMix. You start the switcher, and now you've got your voice tracking set up. So you'll see that there's 16 zones in this example. And I'm here in zone number 2, and I'm talking. The Audio-Technica device is sending positional data to the camera, and now it knows to go to me as the active speaker in the room. You also have a lot of ability to customize this. So simply by hitting this little window, you can select the camera that you'd like to use. You can select the switcher source, and now you can add really seamless, cohesive video switching in any voice tracking environment. So we're very excited to introduce that as well. Coming soon. Right now, this is in beta. It's very easy to access though. So if you go to the PTZOptics updater, you can upgrade your firmware and try it out for yourself. So hopefully, if you weren't able to attend ISE this year, this booth tour was educational. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or our partners at ptzoptics.com.